I make this the night before. I put it in the fridge, and then I've got my special little blender bottle, which is so awesome because so many times, so it's just a little USB plug-in down at the bottom there. You press the button and it blends it. Now, this isn't a smoothie or anything. This just has it has a greens drink I use called Caged. I love it because it has 26 vegetables and fruits in it. It's about 50 calories, tons of nutrients. It's awesome for my skin. I always feel really very hydrated when I'm drinking this. And this is the wild berry flavor. So it has a hint of juice flavor to it. So it does not taste gross at all. I know greens drinks kind of look like, how could you do that? It is not at all what you're thinking. So love, this is the Caged Outlive 100. And I'm loving this. And the fact that I make it the night before makes all the difference in the world because all I have to do is grab it and hit the button. It might take me a couple hours to get through this in the day. I mean, it's actually tasty enough that I would swig it all down if I had time. And then, now today's is a little bit high on the dairy. I plan on I have one weird little gap in my day that I actually plan on getting actual turkey protein. But I also packed this. This is the Ratio brand. I'm liking this brand. It's 25 grams of protein. It's a Greek yogurt. You can get this one I'm pretty sure I got this one at Walmart. It's the only place I think I can find this one. And you're probably asking, oh yeah, but what are the sugars? All right. So you're going to be very pleased to see that while most yogurts have tons of carbohydrates from sugars, this has 8 grams of carbohydrate, 25 grams of protein. They come in the berry flavors, strawberry, blueberry, vanilla, and I feel like there's like a tiramisu or something like that. And I actually get that tiramisu or salted caramel or something, and I get that one and I save it for like a treat, like if I'm actually wanting a treat. But this I am very impressed with. I can't right now see the actual, 3 grams of sugar, which is less than 1 teaspoon. Most Greek yogurts or yogurts that you'll find at the store are going to have several teaspoons of yogurt. 4 grams of sugars on your label equals 1 gram of teaspoon or 1 teaspoon of sugar in your product. So let's say it's 3/4 of a teaspoon of sugar in that product. I'm going to get back on my treadmill and get my walk in here. So that's a pretty awesome item. Now, I do have a gap between 11 and 11:30 today. I have an online client at 11. And so I do schedule in a short little gap so I can get from the gym to the house and get all set up. And so in that gap, I usually give myself, it's a good time for me to get my food in. So in the house, I also have scheduled some ground turkey that I just put some seasoning on. It's nothing very exciting, but I have a pre-made salad. I just mix, like, this is something I was telling my client, is mixing every week I try to mix a big salad. So I get, those bagged salads, those convenient bagged salads at the grocery store, a box of mixed greens that you also, those little boxes that you have all the, like arugula and different kinds of lettuce. I also get one of those bags of cabbage. If you go to Super One, for example, here in town, the farthest left you can go in the produce section, there's this random little bag of grated cabbages, red or purple, green, and then there's carrots. I love to get that, mix it with all those other things. The cabbage separates the lettuce leaves so they don't get all squishy and gross. And it just adds a little crunch and variety. So I have that already made in the house, and I will just take my pre-ground cooked turkey and throw it on. And that will be my actual regular source of protein, because today, like I said, there's deli meat, there's like turkey deli meat in there, but there's dairy sources. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I try not to do too much in the way of dairy. It's just how it worked out today. So that is what's in my lunch bag. And I was just thinking as I was typing up this document for this client, trying to help her get ideas of what I had going on today, and I thought it might be helpful for you. Another thing that I was telling her is to, in any case you possibly can, being prepped helps. And prep does not take that long. I know it sounds like a whole big thing. My prep looks like, my husband usually grills on the weekend. So typically we will grill a bunch. So if we're having chicken, for example, we'll have obviously enough chicken for that day, but then a bunch of extra chicken, like almost a whole extra container, so that we can have chicken to nibble on through the week. So there's always a piece of cooked protein. That is one thing I always have in the week. Hard-boiled eggs. I usually recommend for the proper fat or a better fat to protein ratio is that my female clients eat 1 whole egg and 2 egg whites. And that will give you about 13 grams of protein and 5 grams of fat, because this client in particular was a little concerned about, she's trying to get her protein in, but she's getting in so much fat. That way we still get all the goodness that comes from the egg yolk. You still need egg yolks. There's a lot of goodness in those. And then the other thing that I suggest is that the ladies go and get those frozen bags of fish at the store. They literally take about 5 minutes to cook. And so a lot of times I'll have that salad and have a cooked piece of tuna, and it takes about 5 minutes, and I'll cook the tuna. The salad's already prepared, and then just throw that tuna on top of the salad. And that makes a really super quick. That is something that I could probably manage to pull off today in my little 30-minute gap between clients and online client. So yes, so those are some ideas for you. I know I had to talk fast. The client just came in, so I had to talk fast. So I hope that that helps for you. I think the biggest tip I have for you in eating well is planning. And again, like my prep does not take much. I usually give myself about 45 minutes on a Sunday to get prepped. It's getting that chicken breast grilled if it's not already done, boiling the eggs, chopping any vegetables I might want to throw in a salad, any vegetables that I might, want as a snack, like celery, carrots, peppers, things like that. I might chop those up so that I have them available to scramble with eggs, like the peppers, for example. I make a big salad and maybe partition out cottage cheese and berries. Maybe I'll make an overnight oat, but literally I set a timer. I give myself 45 minutes so it doesn't consume my life. It makes the biggest difference. You'll be very impressed with yourself when you have done even the littlest bit of prep. And if you don't have that much time, do 30 minutes on a Sunday and then re-prep on Wednesday and kind of reset. And I think that's actually a good approach because it kind of resets your mind to eating better midweek so you don't kind of fall off. Okay, you guys have a great day.